Hi, Brodie here. Today we're going to be making some keys. I want to cast some in brass, you know, the big large ornamental ones. I had a look on YouTube, but I couldn't see any that I liked. But I did see one which was rather helpful. So we're going to do something similar to that, but it's going to be to my own design specifications. Now this can be printed with your standard 3D printer, or as with what I'm going to do, I'm going to make the key, chop it in half so we've got the two sides, and then actually print it out ready to be cast in metal. And it'll be about a fortnight's time after the creation date of this video that I'll actually be doing that. So I'll put the link down there. If you're interested, you can have a look. Right, first thing, plain old screen, and we want to click create sketch. And I normally work on that one, which is face down, but it's easier to visualize this way. That way is probably a better way, but it's not so easy to visualize. So we're going to click on this screen this time. And what we're going to do, up to create, give it a click, down to ellipse. And we're going to start right on the center point, click down, drag up and release. And we want the angle at 90, but if you hit tab, it'll highlight the dimensions, and I'm going to go for 50. You can make these whatever size you like, and then just click with the mouse. And we can make this ellipse any weird shape and size we like, but what we actually want is something like that, so it looks like a real squashed up circle. And then just give it a click when you're happy, and then finish sketch. Up to extrude, give it a click, and we want to drag it out that way, and we want to drag it out that way. So the way to do that is where it says direction, give that a click. We want symmetric. Now I want this a total of 8mm wide. You can make it any size you like, of course, it won't affect it. So the distance here, I'm going to make that 4. So that's 4mm that way and 4mm that way. And it's making a new body. Click OK. Now the beauty about this is the center line here is running straight down the middle, and that makes it really easy for me to cut this thing in half when I finished it. Now what we want to do is to put the start making the body of the key, the long bit. Is it the tang? I don't know, something like that. So what we're going to do is up to construct, and then an offset plane. And because we don't want it, this one would take it out this way, this one would take it upwards, but this one will bring it out here. So click on that one, drag it out a little bit so you can see. I'm going to go 120. I'm happy with that. And then I'll hit OK. And now we want to draw a little circle on it. So we click create sketch, and then we just click on this. And it moves it, of course, which is really wonderful. So from right in the middle, click down and release. And I want this 7mm. The body, you know, the handle part is 8mm. I'm going to make this slightly smaller at 7. Hit enter. Finish sketch. Now we want to extrude this all the way down to the body there. Let's simply hit extrude, and it's got to go that way, all the way down into it. But as you see, it's going red, and that means it's going to cut a hole through the middle there, which is useful if you want a hole in the middle of an oval disk or whatever, but not for us. So extent type, instead of distance, I'm going to go to object. And it wants us to select the object, which is this. And it does it automatically. It's on join, so click OK. And there you go. It's even started to look like it's going to be a key. What we want to do now is we want to start working along the length of this, and we need a point of measurement, the dead center there. So what we're going to do, we're going to hit P on the keyboard. That's P for project. And we're just going to click on the end bit there. And I want to zoom in a bit. There we go. Right, it wants us to select something. I want to select this line. And it's told me it's selected. It's on specified entities and projection link is clicked. So, OK. And now we've got a top, middle and a bottom that we can work on. Go up to the line tool, give it a click. Click on there. And then move and type in 10. And then click. And that's all we need to do at this moment for that. So you can hit escape. Now tab over. And this, we want to zoom out a bit. We're going to go to the rectangle tool. And on there, we're going to click down, drag it out. And we want 25, tab 25. And then enter. And if I just show you what we got, that's where we're going to have the working part of the key. Hit escape to get out of pan. And what I want to do is cut the shape out. Now you can do any shape you like. This is how I do it. I take a line. Because this is 25, I go in blocks of 5. I start here, 5 along. So just, I haven't clicked, just type 5. And then click, then go up. I'm going to go up, come on. I'm going to go up 10, make sure it's at 90. It's 90 degrees. And a click. Across 5. Click. And up, I think up 10. Click. To the right 5. Click. Down 5. I'm typing 5 on the keyboard, then clicking the mouse. And to the right, we're going to go another 5. Click. Down, let's say 10. I've got that right. Click. Left 5. Click. And down 5. Click. And then over from here to here is another line. Right, we're happy with that, or I am. Click on trim and just get rid of this line. You don't need that at all. And then finish sketch. I'm going to rotate this just a little bit so we can see it. Up to extrude. Now the handle was 8, this was 7. So I'm going to make this 5, I think. So again, we click this part. And we want to go, because that's dead center, we want to go symmetric. So I think 2.5 is going to be okay, because I want it quite chunky. And it's gone red because it wants to cut. We don't want cut, we want join. And then click OK. And we take a look at it. That looks okay to me. Now all we need to do is make it look a little prettier. Up to fillet. And we want this in a nice little dome. Have a look what it does. If I type in 1, it rounds it over a little bit. 2, a bit more. 3, that's not bad. 4, doesn't like 4. So 3.5, perfect. And then OK. Now I also want all these to be rounded over just a little bit, so it's just 1 millimetre. Up to fillet, click it. I'm just going to drag down and right. It's very different if you click right to left. I'll just cancel that and show you. Fillet. Now if I go from bottom right to top left, it's selected all this as well, and we really don't want that. I don't think it'll make any difference, but in some things it will. So we click fillet again, top left to bottom right. It just selects everything that is in that, all the lines that are in what you selected, as opposed to everything that it touches. You just want 1 millimetre there. You can go 0.5 millimetre if you want. Doesn't really matter. Just keep those settings as you can see, and then click OK. We'll have a quick check, make sure it's looking all right. Yep, that looks okay. Just click home. Now I want to work on this. Create sketch and click on that face. And we want another ellipse. Again, start in the middle, click, move up, and we want it thinner at the top, and we want it fatter there, just to give it that look. So I'm going to go up to about there. It really doesn't matter. Give it 1 click, and then we can just move it to whatever we see fit. I'm going to go there. That's just a click, and that's done. Finish sketch. I'm going to rotate it just a little bit. Extrude. And we want to go the other way because we want to cut. It doesn't matter if you go too far. That would make a long body, but because we're cutting and there's nothing on that side, you don't have to specify a number, you just drag it out. You can see it's on cut because it's red. Just click OK. We'll have a look. And there you go. Starting to look like a key. We'll just tidy that up again. What we want to go up to, fillet, top left, and go down again. And I'm just going to put a 1 millimetre fillet on all of that lot. And then OK. Now if you have that, the same thickness as that, this part just here, it really struggles with. I tried it at the same distance and it said cannot compute, it's too complicated. Which a bit silly, but never mind. So that's a finished key and that's looking pretty good.